Hi everyone! It is Friday. You are watching Queer Theory, and my name is Lisa. I'm new to the channel, so I figured I'd do a tiny, really quick intro before I start ranting on this week's topic. I am going to be 23 in September. I am born and raised in New York, and I identify as queer. So this week's topic is depression and anxiety. And growing up, I have definitely felt those two things. I have never been to therapy. I have never been clinically diagnosed with depression or anxiety, but I feel like no matter who you are, you will always go through little tidbits of each of those feelings. Personally, I feel like I have felt more of the depressive side of things, but after watching the other videos that everyone had put up this past week, I feel like I definitely had anxiety, I don't know, tendencies. Like growing up in middle school was probably the worst time for me. I went through a lot of social issues, and I had a lot of instances where I didn't want to talk to people on the phone. I didn't want to go out by myself. I never really wanted to go out with friends. I was constantly paranoid. This is the thing that even, I don't know, I still kind of struggle with it, but I get paranoid about other people. And I feel like, especially when I was a teenager, that people were talking about me or people didn't want to include me in things. So personally, I always felt very outcasted and very left out. So I guess those things kind of led toward living certain points of my life in severely unhappy states, which is why I say that I was never clinically depressed. I just go through phases where I'm very unhappy and it affects my life. So I feel like this is kind of the case for a lot of people, but I feel like that if certain people weren't a part of my life, then I wouldn't have gone through a lot of those depressive states. My happiness, and this is just the way I am, and I feel like a lot of people are this way, and no one else on the channel really talked about this, so I felt like I should talk about it. People influence the way that I feel, and I am a very loyal person. I'm a very introverted person. I wear my heart on my sleeve way too frequently, and people influence the way that I feel and the way that I live my life. So if someone hurts me, then I will go through this huge depressive state, and I won't want to go out. I won't want to do certain things that I used to love to do, and that affects my life. And one person that has really, really affected the way that I am is my family. And I think Megan talked about this a little bit in her video. But for me, it was definitely a huge deal because I wasn't this one way, and then all of a sudden I just went here compared to how my family treated me. And growing up, I was not the skinniest person, but I did gain a lot of weight toward the end of high school. And there were family members in my life that brought that to my attention and were very obsessive about telling me that I didn't look good. And that kind of turned into a depression and distorted eating habits. And I feel like that if that never happened, then I wouldn't have psychologically gone through those things that I went through. But on the other hand, I am kind of glad that those things happened to me and I felt those things because I was very motivated to try to fix myself and to try to better myself. And I think that's one of the most important things, that if you're unhappy, try to be happy. Like, if work makes you unhappy, don't work in your field of work, or don't work in the place that you're working. If you have a friend that makes you unhappy, don't be friends with them. If you're doing something that is making you unhappy, don't do it. Like, there's no point in doing something that makes you unhappy. So doing all of these things, doing cardio for 1,000,000 hours a day, burning off all of these calories, eating the way I was eating, not eating donuts because donuts are amazing, like doing all of those things, it wasn't making me happy. And yeah, I lost tons of weight, but still I wasn't happy with myself, and I wasn't happy with my body, and I was upset. And I eventually said, why the heck am I doing this? Like, there was absolutely no point, because I was equally unhappy and I wasn't getting happier. So, I did things to better myself. I went back to school. I changed my job. I stopped working where I was working. I cut friends out of my life. I started CrossFit, which has been a lifesaver. It's probably one of the only things that I can consistently say that makes me happy every day. If you're going through something and you are constantly unhappy with yourself, the way your life is going, do something to fix it. Take baby steps, and it's okay to struggle, and it's okay to change something and be like, oh crap, that's not what I wanted, and then go find something else. It's okay to go up this ladder and to happiness, I guess. That sounds kind of stupid, but I mean, I have done things and changed my life to better myself and to make myself happy. So that's my biggest advice to anyone that is going through a depressive state of mind. And I hope that if you are struggling, you will come to me or any of the other people on Queer Theory for help, or go get therapy, go talk to someone, talk to a friend, talk to a family member, talk to a loved one, talk to anyone. And even talk to an advisor. If you're not happy with what you're studying in school, go talk to your advisor. And I'm pretty sure that they will help you figure yourself out. And you will figure it out. It gets better, like everyone else said. And you will find who you truly want to be. And once you become that person, you'll be the happiest person in the world. So that is it for this week's topic. I will see you next Friday. My name is Lisa. This is Queer Theory, and I will talk to you later. Bye.